Welcome to the odds.com UFC 249 breakdown coming to you live this Saturday night in Jacksonville, Florida. We have our team of MMA handicappers with us, the legend Lodos Loshak, Pistol Pete Loshak. We have Big Mo from Mo Scream TV, Boston Nick, and Clint from the Die Hard MMA podcast here to break down the fights. Right now, we're talking the featherweight bout, 5'10" American Bryce, Thug Nasty Mitchell, 12-1-0, opening at -200, now down to -160, versus 5'9" American Charles Boston Strong Rosa, 11-3-0, opening up at +150, now at +130. Boston Nick, what do you think of this featherweight bout? Do you have an angle?
Right, yes, I like Rosa. I like him at the dog at +135. I like him a lot in this fight. Bryce is a little bit overrated right now. Yeah, Rosa's coming off a little bit of an injury, but coming back, he did submit, what's his name? Clint, help me out.
Manny Bermudez. He did hold the cage with that armbar. Let's not forget about that.
I hit his toes in for a quick second, but Manny tapped real quick. But that being said, Bryce Mitchell on the feet is not better than Charles Rosa, and Bryce Mitchell on the ground is definitely not better than Charles Rosa. I think.
Oh, that's personal bias, sir.
No, his jiu-jitsu belt is higher, and it's
that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything.
America top team, baby. And I got Charles Rosa
either
as the dog to win at +135, and I got him even better at +160. So
we got
there. You go. Hey, I'll go ahead and jump in it.
Jump in,
Arkansas boy, Thug Nasty, hometown boy.
Where's he from?
He's from Searcy Cabot area,
Arkansas, right?
Yeah, about 45 minutes.
That's where you're from. This makes this.
Yeah, we've been on the same match together. I've never rolled with him, but I've seen him tie people up. Speaking of tying people up, let's just go ahead and call him Bryce Exotic because he snatches up exotic subs like twisters that are only the second twister in history. But we won't talk about that. What we will talk about, what Nick said was half true. He is a better striker. He comes out karate stance, jumps around, a lot of side kicks, likes to switch stances. But here's his downfall. Any BJJ practitioner, like he said, as far as belt-wise, Bryce or Charles thinks he's better off his back. So anybody in that sense, whenever they go to tie up, and you'll notice with people that are good off their back snatching arm bars, they'll go down a lot easier than somebody that is not good. So he just kind of tends to go to his back. And it's just going to be second nature. If they get tired second round, he's just going to do it. I know it's going to happen. And Bryce is very, very, very good at top control. So he's going to pass. He's either going to be in half guard or he's going to pass to side control. And there's not a lot you can do from that. So I could see this being, Charles could come out, get one round, side kicks to the body. He's going to have to work left and right movement. He doesn't want to clinch up with Bryce. I think Bryce is going to be stronger. I think he's going to be a better grappler in the clinch. I just think he's going to win a decision, maybe a 29-28, something like that.
Best third-round fighter in MMA could be Charles Rosa.
You're getting a little crazy with that. But
Pistol Pete, we've heard both sides of the ledger here. Yeah. Where are you leaning?
Well, when I looked at this, I liked Rosa and the over. But that was just at the odds. Obviously, Rosa's gone down, and I like it less and less and less. When I first saw it, it was like 155, and I definitely thought that Mitchell has some defensive stats that I don't really like. Not meaning that he should be the dog here, but that I don't like when he was -175 and Rosa was +155. So I think it should be more coin flippy. I would probably make Mitchell a very small favorite, maybe like 115, 120. But, I like Rosa at 155. Still like him, but like him less now. And I like the over when it was 2.5 at -180. Probably, obviously we're going to see a lot of scrambles, but the defensive numbers for both of them make me a little bit nervous. Mitchell might struggle more than people are expecting against Mitchell might struggle more than people are expecting against Rosa. So, he could get caught. Rosa by decision at about +250 might be worth a play. And I think I still like both Rosa even at +140 or so. And maybe the fight going the distance at -180.
There we have it. Clint, after those three breakdowns, what are your thoughts here?
Well, Jimmy, Thug Nasty might be the best MMA nickname in the UFC. This kid is so hot right now. 12-0, undefeated. He's lighting the internet on fire. Everybody's behind this kid. And the wrong fighter is favored. Charles Rosa at plus 150 is in my pocket right now, and I would take him again at plus 135. They have made the wrong person the favorite simply due to hype and public perception. Charles Rosa has fought guys like Yair Rodriguez, who's knocking on the door for a title shot. He fought Kyle Bochniak, Shane Burgos. These are fighters who are at the upper echelon of 145 pounds. He may have lost those fights. To Yair, it was a split decision loss, mind you, a very close 3-round contest, and he was striking very, very well with Shane Burgos before he slipped up and got caught. He did submit Manny Bermudez, like we talked about in his last fight, and Manny came in massively overweight for that fight. He was essentially a full weight class higher, and Rosa still handled him. Bryce Mitchell on the flip side of this, yes, it's impressive what he's been able to do. His submission game is sick, but I've got to agree with my boy Boston Nick. Belts matter, man. Charles Rosa is a higher rank, and although Bryce Mitchell is a young stud, he's not on the same level. And let's look at the names that he's fought inside the UFC. He's 3-0 in the UFC against Tyler Diamond, Bobby Moffitt, and Matt Sales. Tyler Diamond is no longer in the UFC organization. Bobby Moffitt is on a 2-fight losing streak and is likely not going to be in the UFC any longer. He's a wrestler, and that is about it. He doesn't bring much to offer, and I think he won the fight against Bryce Mitchell. It was a close fight, and I think the judges gave it to the wrong guy. And then let's take a look at Matt Sales. He is 1-2 in the UFC as well. So Bryce Mitchell's fought a very low level of competition so far, whereas Rosa's fought a very high level of competition. I will take the guy with the experience cap. I will take the older fighter. I will take the fighter with the higher belt rank. You're getting all value on Charles Rosa.
And that was a hell of a breakdown. I basically agree with
Hey, very nice, boys.
It's just hard for me to go on camera and say that a plus 140 dog should be a favorite. It's just hard for me to do.
But he should be, Pete. He should be.
You know?
Worst case scenario, this is a coin flip fight. Best case scenario, he's minus 130.
It's just hard for me to say, like, no, the market's wrong, I'm right, you know. But so, Clint, if you think Rosa has that big of an advantage, I'm not disagreeing with. At first, I thought that it was, you know, we were seeing a lot of scrambles, very likely to go the distance. But then I looked into it more, and I was like, man, Mitchell has some really questionable defensive stats. You think that it's more likely to go the distance or see a finish?
I think Rosa finishes. He's a much better striker on the feet. Bryce Mitchell struggles on the feet. Rosa brings amazing offensive pressure. His leg kick game is something that you just don't see, and Bryce Mitchell has never faced before. I think Rosa chops his legs up, and Bryce Mitchell accepts the back position. He's not going to come out and offensively wrestle a guy like Rosa with the jiu-jitsu credentials of Rosa. If anything, he's going to accept bottom. Rosa's a solid wrestler himself, so if Bryce does go off of his back, I don't see him arm-barring or twistering
Rosa
submission artist the level of Rosa.
Defensive stats either, though. I mean, Rosa has a 50% takedown defense. He gets hit. He significant, not total strikes, significant strikes per minute. He absorbs 4.
Yeah, his defensive numbers aren't good either.
That
Absolutely.
is fair, but think about that level of competition. That's against Shane Burgos, Yair Rodriguez, Dennis Seaver when he was in his prime in 2014. Those numbers are skewed by the fighters who he's faced.
And Clint, he cut 28 pounds in 13 days to take that fight on his UFC debut. Okay?
That's right. And Dennis Seaver is a beast. He was back in 2014. That is not an easy fight for your debut.
No way.
Mo Scream, why don't you put a bow on this? These guys are going against your Arkansas boy here.
Bring it, man. I might be a little hometown biased. I might, but I'm sticking to my word. I think that if they get in any type of clinch or any type of scramble, Rosa's going to fall back. He's going to fall back because he's comfortable off his back. And Bryce has very, very, very good top control. And they say that belts matter. And I'm not calling anybody out here. I don't know who's trained and not trained, but belts matter to a point. But Bryce is a brown belt, so it's not like Bryce is a blue belt and Rosa is a black belt. So
Rosa's belt comes from American Top Team, though.
But I mean, there's good grapplers everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just hang your hat on that. I just think Bryce has very, very good top control, and Rosa's going to pull guard at some point. Not pull guard. They're going to be in a scramble. Bryce is going to go for a single, chain grapple to a double, and Rosa's going to kind of accept the position, not in a negative way. He's going to think, I'm about to sub this kid off my back. But then Bryce is going to have very heavy top control, and I can see him riding out 2 rounds, 29-28, thug nasty, hometown boy, boom.
There you have it. Featherweight bout, second bout of the early prelims right there. Check us out at odds.com. Follow us on Twitter, odds110 on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube page right here, Odds HQ. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your Saturday night.
I got kids to feed, I got enemies, I got guys give, so they envy me. Got some friends out in Memphis like I'm Aubrey. Got some friends fought for orange like some autumn leaves. Yeah.